Now, this particular video that I was sharing maybe a few days ago, I just could not believe this. These people do the most. Now, you had the Shreveport Police Department. They're supposed to be responding to a family calling them saying people are fighting across the street. Okay, that's no issue. Well, when the police show up, first of all, they show up to the wrong house. And then you will see 50 cops show up to this one house. I want you to watch all the craziness that's going on and the way they like to treat black people. Let's roll the clip.
Oh, what happened to you? She fell. She fell in the water.
Citizens are now speaking out after 4 people were taken into custody on Mother's Day.
They stumped me so damn hard, they broke my damn toe.
May 12th around 4:45 p.m. is when 50 units responded to the 2500 block of Devon Street in reference to a dispute. Police say a family fight broke out on Devon Street located in Shreveport's Morningside neighborhood. Minutes later, officers on the scene got into an altercation with residents on this street.
Today at approximately 4:40 p.m., officers responded to the 2500 block of Devon in reference to a dispute call. Officers were handling the dispute call when someone else from a different residence came over, supposedly pushed the officer.
According to Shreveport police, some of those residents pushed the officers, which residents say the officers fell.
And this time when she came and then got into it and fell, then people were laughing at her.
According to other residents on Devon Street, they were constantly trying to make officers aware of them arriving at the wrong house. That's when a family dinner on Mother's Day turned into a complete destruction.
Please. This was not our fight. This was a fight across the air. It was across the street.
Oh, here come the police. Oh, that was across the street. Y'all came out here early today. They came over there. That's who y'all need to go. Him right there. Everybody in that goddamn shop right there.
The police was called out about 1:49 Mother's Day where altercations occurred across the street at 2536, which was an ongoing altercation for most of the part of the day from about 10 o'clock. I got here at 10 and they were arguing. And so about 1:49, the police was called out, and when they went over there, the lady pulled up and she was like, I know y'all not out here fighting on Mother's Day. Y'all interrupting my Mother's Day dinner. I advise y'all to get in your car, get your things and leave, or if I have to come back out here, I'm gonna take someone to jail. So my mom's neighbor, which is next door, made a comment to her as far as, you too sexy to be doing all that, and so she twists off and shoot the deuces up.
These are the neighbors that tried to do the right thing by calling the police after neighbors had an ongoing domestic dispute all day.
So as we're on the porch, I heard the police is come running up to the house because she points at the house, saying, I want that young one, I want that young one, I want blood, or whatever. So
my family was over here and I got tired of it, so I don't know how many people called the police, but I know myself, I called the police and they came out. PC and Home was the first one back on the scene again.
Instead, Shreveport police mistakenly thought these neighbors were the ones fighting.
And next thing I know, whoops, a lot of police came. That's the only thing I can remember. You know, they came up, and so by that time, I mean, it was just chaos.
Oh my God, 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 no, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, please, get back, come on, please, please, please.
Oh, y'all.
Mama, stay over here. Your business is over here. Record all you want, but you ain't paying your ass.
Yeah, they beat that boy like that.
Please.
Wow, they beat that boy.
Please. Oh, Lord, please. Oh, my God, now they letting the dog eat him?
What did he say?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
What did they?
Oh, my God.
Oh, this is terrible.
Who is that, Terrell? Oh, God, man, we got to get out of here. I can't. Where's my baby at? Where's my baby? Where's my baby?
This is the outcome of residents in the 2500 block of Devon Street after they called the police several times because of neighbors across the street fighting, which is a disturbance to the Mother's Day celebration that this family was having. One man suffered a dog bite from Shreveport Police K-9 officer.
I don't know if you copy 173. Go ahead and roll Smokey for a dog bite. And go ahead and tell the fire department to come in on Virginia. That's the closest you're going to be able to get with all these police cars out here right now.
An elderly man also had to be transported to a nearby hospital after having difficulties breathing.
What went on here didn't make any sense because they went to the wrong house. We didn't try to not interfere. We was trying to get things solved over there where the chaos took place at.
You wrote up what you want to write to protect two young ladies who did not do their job because it was not done properly. Yeah, they treated us like dogs, falling on the ground, jumping on people, beating people, and people constantly telling you it was across the street. That wasn't right. It was not right.
Now, did you see that craziness? That looked like something from a quote-unquote third world country, but this is the United States of America. That is the Shreveport Police Department. Going wild and crazy, beating people. You got elderly people in there, the dog. Everybody is around there acting a straight fool. For what? And then you're at the wrong house. And then the people telling you, and you don't want to hear it because you want to just go in there gung-ho about trying to get at some black people. I mean, black folks can't even have a moment's break. You can't even call the police, which you should be able to call them. You're paying taxes when things are going on. That's why a lot of black people don't call the police right there. Because when you call the police, you could be the victim of police brutality. There have been black people being killed for calling the police. That's why black people aren't the ones that just champion the police all the time. It's not that black people got this big hate for them. The fact is, we have been victims for calling them. Like, what civilized country you see videos like this happening out of? Seriously. You call the police for help and telling them what's going on, and then they show up at your house. The whole squad shows up. Did the whole shift show up that day? 50 cops? 50 units? You would think they were having a terror attack or something going on. But that's how they show up for black people. And what bothers me the most, and I'm going to keep saying this, you had a lot of black officers there in the midst. Like, seriously, you should have been telling them, hey, hold on, it's not that big of a deal. You don't stand up for your people at all. You are committed to the system of racism and white supremacy, and you just as much as a race soldier as the rest of them. See, we have to also look at these black cops. Not all of them are that way, because I met some real good black cops, and they've been the straight shooters. But you have a lot of them that will sit there and be straight up for the system of racism and white supremacy and be black race soldiers against black folk. But the moment any of those black cops step out of line and do anything to somebody white, oh, they going on murder charges. Ask Muhammad Noor about that. Ask those brothers in Louisiana about when they shot inside that vehicle and killed a 6-year-old white child. Ask them what's happened to them. They didn't go home talking about they was afraid of their life. They both of them sitting in jail. But the white cops, they could, hey, I'm afraid of my life. You go home. I mean, this video was ridiculous. In Louisiana and in some of the little areas over there is horrible. I mean, Texas got them places too. You got these small town backwoods cops, and they acting a fool with you. In some of these places you go to, the cops know everybody, so you have a different car. They're looking like, what's going on? Who is this? And trying to pull you over and harass you. I mean, that's why, you see people talking about these birth rates, and you see videos, people celebrating these birth rates that's happening right now. Videos like this is why they're celebrating it. Just letting you know. But black folks been I'm tired of seeing videos like this. I'm tired of seeing our history of lynchings and church bombings and poisoning the water. And I saw this other special where you have an area called Cancer Alley in Louisiana. The plant is literally breaking every kind of EPA law and no one is checking the plan. Everybody's dying of cancer, and it's in the black community. Right in Louisiana. Louisiana is also another state that you don't want to go to jail in. That's the one with the famous Angola prison. Very, very backwards, a lot of these southern states. That's why we need to get in politics, and we actually need to be in politics for real. We need to fight for the community when we get in politics. Don't be up here shucking and jiving and selling out and acting like the black cops in this video. How you gonna let the dog bite them and everything? Is so many of y'all, you need the dog. I mean, you brought the dog and all the cops too. If you need the dog with all them cops, like all y'all need to be fired. Every last one of y'all. But that's what they want to do. Oh, we can go mess with some Negroes. Come on. Yeah, that's fun time. That video was just ridiculous. It was extremely ridiculous. That's why when y'all tell me, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about me, but like I sat down and told my family, we got to have us a plan where we could, I'm definitely looking to find out what country, we can get some property in. Because like I said, it's times you just need a break from this mess. I mean, seriously. I mean, these people aren't going to stop until they just Thanos. That's the only way they're going to stop. But until then, they're going to keep acting a fool. They're going to keep being violent. They're going to keep treating black folks this way. And the majority of black people, let's call it what it is. We'll get mad at this video. We'll talk about we sick of it and go right back to doing what we're doing. Which is, very, very sad. That's what pisses me off and gets me with a lot of headaches. Because, yes, I can do for myself. Yes, I can make sure my family's okay. But I'm not satisfied with that. I want all of us to be okay. I want all of us to be comfortable. That's just what I want. But, sometimes you can't want things for some people, some, not all, who don't want it. Because some people are complaining about it, but they don't want to make no moves to change it. We could change all this overnight. That's the frustrating part. See, if we was in a position where I felt that we couldn't do nothing, I wouldn't say much. But we can literally change our whole situation overnight. Within 7 days, we could change black America to the point they wouldn't know what to do. And yet we don't do it because a lot of times we just don't like each other. We don't want to see each other progress. It takes them to keep doing things like this for us to get it. They got to keep killing us for us to halfway get it. That's the part that's sad. Why a black person got to die or be half killed just for us to get our act together? Why? It doesn't make any sense. Whatsoever doesn't make any kind of sense. But the thing is, this is the Shreveport Police Department. You live in Shreveport, Louisiana. Watch yourself with them people. Watch yourself. Because I haven't seen no videos come out at white folks' house where they showing up 50 deep acting a fool with white people because they call the police. You know what I'm saying? This is only reserved for the black man and black woman. They don't care if you're elderly. Understand this. You can't say they're elderly people. They don't care if you're elderly. They don't care if you're a newborn, a toddler. They don't care if it's a small child. They don't care if it's a teenager. They definitely don't care about men and women. They don't care. Seriously, they don't care. They look at us as the enemy. And like that white supremacist in that manifesto said, they don't care about children. They don't care about any of that. They said that they are our enemy and we got to deal with them. They have no heart, and they show that. How is it I'm going to go run, big man like myself, go run up in there and flinging around women and children? What does it look like? And then this society has no morals. Because if this society had morals, this whole society would condemn these police officers that's grabbing up on women. You don't care. That's normal to you to watch a man abuse a woman. That's not normal. If you have a society where the abuse of women is okay and the abuse of children is okay, you're savage and you're no good. That's really what it is, and that's what America has become. You want to talk about Donald Trump? America is Donald Trump. He's a perfect representation of America. You want to complain about him. You picked him, and that's exactly what everything that man's about. That's this country, and you can't stand seeing that. You don't protect your women and children in society. It just shows the whole world that America is just a piece of crap. Then you run around here putting this propaganda like we so great. You're not great. You can't protect women and children, and you're elderly. How are you great? How you run around here trying to act like you're a moral authority? You're the immoral authority of the world. No country should listen to you when they watch you do this to women and children. 50 deep for real? No, but you don't go run 50 deep in when there's some real terrorists going on. You're not running 50 deep in that. Or you're making sure you're in tanks for that. This is sad, and the thing is, you can get away with that so long, and the time is winding up. You can do all the abortion bills you want. That's not going to stop the inevitable. It's not going to stop it. You think you don't have to serve the justice that's coming from not me, not anyone else, but from God himself? That's the one that's your problem. No abortion bill going to save you from that. But leave me a comment, let me know anything about this particular story. But, say watch yourself, people, because these people are getting wild by the day.